Well, I'm not home yet, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Brawl News episode. I gotta keep my voice down a little bit because there's people sleeping inside the house, so we gotta be chill. Chiller than chill. I guess to conclude the ongoing saga from the fishing trip, if you guys have been following every single day that I've been posting, we are not in Florida anymore. This is the final day. We're actually driving home, which I'm very, very excited to get back. But I just like to thank you guys for being patient with me while I've been traveling and not in my setup if it's been a burden at all. But with that out of the way, we do have quite a bit of interesting stuff to get straight away into here in this episode of Brawl News, specifically the main attraction, 100 brawlers. What does that look like? If you guys have been following the last few uploads here on the channel while I've been on vacation, 4 days ago we ended up kind of discussing this topic with a potential for this December update to have 3 different brawlers in it. Reception. But normally every single December update, it's pretty much so the biggest update of the year, I would say, typically with a exception of last year's update in December, we usually get like 3 brawlers, which is the subject of a lot of speculation inside of the community right now. People believe that we have a good chance of getting 3 brawlers this time around just based off previous years. The fact that we didn't have 3 brawlers last December was because we had a lot of other crazy stuff happening, much like Buzz Lightyear, that craziness, a collaboration, which I don't believe this year we are getting a collab at all. So I would feel without the burden of the preparation of a collaboration, I would assume that it would be much more feasible to be able to produce 3 brawlers, much like we've had in previous December updates. The year that we only got 2 brawlers last year was kind of a outside of the norm type of situation, you know what I mean? Now, embarrassingly, in that episode, I did not have all the brawlers unlocked, and I don't know why. It must have been during the GG event. It didn't show 97, so I assumed that we had 96 brawlers in the game. Frickin' Ray, in vacation mode, losing his touch. But indeed, we do have 97 brawlers, which means if we do get 3 brawlers in this update, that puts us at the perfect 100 brawlers. Now, of course, with this being a thing, it's getting the community talking quite a bit. I don't think this is related, seeing that this was quite a ways back, August 28th, but there was a ton of people in the community, and I totally missed it, tweeting out Project 100, which I assumed is in relation to the 100th brawler. And I'm guessing since a lot of these people who have been posting this Project 100 are kind of a little bit better at predicting stuff, they're good at keeping timelines intact, much like your boy. Pretty sure they were foreseeing the Project 100 making sense to land in this next update. Just the hype is what I'm trying to say. The community is talking a lot about this potential 100th brawler. So what could this brawler look like? Now, it's understandable that we were getting that hashtag Project 100 trend going on Twitter over in August, right? Late August, because this conversation has been going on for a very long time. Do the Brawl Stars dev team have something significant planned for it? Or is it just going to be another staple brawler and we continue the uploads of new brawlers every single update as usual? I wanted to showcase this conversation going back all the way from 4 months when Kairos was giving an exclusive interview on stage for the dev team members, also getting conversation and questions from the audience out there as well, and this question popped up as well. Will there be anything special about the 100th brawler, right? Now, at the time during this interview 4 months ago, they explained that they don't really plan out that far ahead. At the moment, they were making 3 brawlers at the time, which I believe would have been like Ziggy, Trunk, and what was the third? But either way, it was a question kind of on the back burner, but things kind of gained a little bit more focus on what a 100th brawler might look like in another interview a few months later. Now, in the month of October, there was a last chance qualifier in Brazil, which the Brawl Stars dev team fielded questions yet again. I'm pretty sure we covered this conversation in length. There was a content creator that actually did a really, really good job at transcribing all of the questions and answers from the dev team in this cool little Q&A going on here. And of course, one question popped up. An unidentified content creator ended up asking, do you guys have any ideas for brawler number 100? And Fernanda ended up saying, the lead brawler designer in the game, right, that's her MO, says it will be a special brawler that will come strong and has an antagonist characteristic. It will be very special, very exciting. So when we think of antagonists inside of the Star Park universe, right, the lore, it seems like I would assume, now when we think of Brawl Stars antagonists, right, we always go back to Star Park, right? That's the bread and butter of Brawler designs and just the environment inside of the game, the Brawl Stars universe. Even way back in the day when the investor video came out, there was interesting speculation and conversation about what the main bad guy would be, right? There's got to be someone behind Star Park and its doings, right? And I got a feeling that Brawler, the 100th Brawler, the antagonist of Brawl Stars, the storyline Star Park, is going to be that character for the 100th Brawler. What the character is going to look like or what the design is going to be like, we really don't know quite yet. A lot of people have been speculating the fact that in Brawl Talks in the past, we had like Martio dress up with this like star drop mask looking all ominous and scary. The dev team does a good job at like giving little drops of information of things that could be coming out in the future, so could see a brawler kind of like that. But at the very least, we have confirmation that the 100th brawler is going to be special, and if we do get 3 brawlers this update, we'll get eyes on that character. And if we're talking special, I've seen a lot of speculation that it could be like an ultra legendary, much like Kaze. We really don't know quite yet, which is the fun of this next update. It's why I'm so dang excited for this December update. The potential is awesome. While we're wrapping up this conversation about the 100th brawler, I would love to hear what you guys are thinking, the theories, the speculation about what this 100th brawler might be like. You guys know I read the comments like a crap ton on these episodes, and I feel like you guys are pretty dang smart when it comes to these types of things. A lot of you guys actually predict things right, so it's cool to get a cool dialogue on these episodes. But while we're on the topic of this, I do want to throw out there with this conversation about the 100th brawler, it's still not 100% certain that we are getting 3 brawlers, right? Chosen, one of my favorite people inside the community, does such a great job over here on social media platforms keeping us informed about predictions, speculation, basically what I do, but on X or Twitter. But as we're nearing closer and closer, we have Chosen's awesome update prediction track sheet, and normally it's pretty dang accurate. Here's some of the things that I think we can really look forward to in this next update. We have the buffies coming out, which is such a huge game-changing implementation that I'm really excited for. But we have confirmation for that Shelly, Colt, and Spike, and we could be getting the Frank and Kit buffies because they were leaked in some social posts. Could be getting 3 brawlers. No collab makes sense, seeing that we've had no information, no conversation about it whatsoever. Didn't even cross my mind, but seeing that Crazy Raccoon ended up winning, we could be getting a World Finals skin. Maybe not in this next update. Takes a while to develop the skins, I'm assuming, but maybe the update to follow that. Steampunk theme with those leaked pins in a post that came out about the blog post on the buffies. Map maker update, don't think that's gonna happen. New progression, we have all the crazy stuff coming. Valentine's Day shade, couldn't put my thumb on what the shade skin was going to be, but a lot of people were saying that it was like Valentine's Day vibed, as well as I saw like Christmassy vibes, maybe a shade skin coming in the Christmas update, this next update. Got Lunar New Year coming around the corner, which this year is year of the horse, which might have skins designed around that. Brawler Days skins and a new club event, we'll see. Huge shout out to Chosen for making these predictions. They're pretty dang good. Chosen knows what he's talking about, guys. I'm in conversation with Chosen quite frequently. The dude knows a lot. Next up, getting into a topic that we brought up in a recent video here on the channel, the very last video that we made here on the channel, and that's about the free rewards that we have going down. So there was a lot of conversation in the community and kind of nervousness that this would be the only Brawliversary free rewards that we'd be getting for Christmas, which I don't think is the case. If we take a step back, the star drop countdown thing going on here with the main attraction being like this glob of gacha in the game, like 2 mega boxes, bunch angel and demon star drops, mega box, like all this crazy stuff. Once the day comes, we'll get it on our daily win track. But this countdown is a countdown for Brawl Talk, I would assume, and the actual free rewards that we've grown accustomed to for Brawler Days, the Christmas update, will then be present. In the Buzz Lightyear update that we had last year, it was, I believe, with the release of the update and then stemmed until Christmas, so December 25th. So it's just not the same like vibe that we have with this countdown. So this is a countdown to Brawl Talk, and then we'll get probably more free rewards, which is good news. And then finally, to wrap things up here in this episode today, I wanted to add this as well. CLB, if you guys didn't know, Chosen runs this Twitter page, right? It's CLB. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. CLB does a great job of keeping us informed as well. But if you guys were curious about some of the skins that might be coming back this Brawler Days update, they are confirmed, all of these skins coming back, which some of the most fire skins ever. Like that Stu skin is so good. Janet skin, amazing. The Bonnie skin is so freaking good. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Christmas always slaps for updates in Brawl Stars by far. But yeah, man, that's just about all I got for you guys here in this episode today. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on the 100th Brawler, seeing that it was kind of a light speculation in that episode that we made a few days ago about getting 3 Brawlers potentially. At the time, kind of just made the assumption that we have a potential to get 3 Brawlers, but didn't know the 100th Brawler was going to be in the mix, right? Seeing that I didn't have GG unlocked, freaking stupid Ray. But during times like this, when we're kind of entering this like a crazy chapter in Brawl Stars with like buffies and all that crazy stuff, a potential 100th Brawler, this update has the makings to be one of the bigger updates in years, people. Years. So I would love to hear what you guys are thinking. What could this 100th Brawler look like in the game? And yeah, make sure to stay tuned. We'll be covering all the fun stuff that comes around the corner here very shortly. Looking forward to it, dude. This update is hype. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. Thanks for being patient while I've been traveling. And we'll be talking to you when I'm in my setup at home. Adios, everybody. Take care.